I mean, of course, Biden. I mean, Jeffrey is I saw about the news about, the Jeffrey, and I believe he is the Trojan horse for China in the Biden administration.
There may be no better case study in the falling from grace like Enes Kanter Freedom. But I need y'all to understand it is by design.
So, Enes, you've said you may run for office. Any update?
Whenever I actually went to the Hill a couple of days ago, and everybody was like, what are you waiting for? We need your voice. No, I am having conversation with people. Obviously, it's a process.
He is eyeing a congressional run while cozying up to this guy.
Ron loves playing with the kids.
Build the wall.
He reads stories.
Then Mr. Trump said, "You're fired." I love that part.
He's teaching Madison to talk.
Make America great again.
Republican racist Ron DeSantis.
I really like Florida. I actually had a really good conversation with the governor DeSantis a few days ago, and he was like, "Why don't you move here? Let's go."
And is even being funded by Rupert Murdoch's Fox News. Remember when he told LeBron James this?
He's an unappreciative billionaire. When I see people taking their freedom for granted, it breaks my heart. I wish I can just, buy a plane ticket and take him to some of the countries out there in the world, and he will definitely appreciate it more. He's been hating on this country for a long time.
That's professional basketball player Enes Kanter telling LeBron James that he should be grateful that he lives in America and that he needs to stop criticizing America. But also,
I really appreciate it. And the second thing I want to say, man, we need change, and change cannot wait. We are on the right side of the history, man.
That was Kanter at a Black Lives Matter protest.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
so what made him change his opinion? He got a citizenship. He went from being the other, just a foreigner, to being able to assimilate into white supremacy. And because he's non-black, he knew he would be able to do that easily and not be affected by the problems that he noticed before he was a citizen. Close that door right behind him.
That take aged like wine. He has spoken on a panel for the Heritage Foundation, a think tank that serves as a pipeline of hate to the Trump administration, dedicating significant energy to extremist policy recommendations to deny access to abortion and birth control and harm LGBTQ people. The Heritage Foundation is credited with drafting much of this guy's agenda. Kanter hung out with August Pfluger, a Texas Republican who voted against certifying the election. Kanter sits down and gives time to a media many Nazis flock to, the Daily Wire. He hangs out with Burgess Owens, who says stuff like this.
We've had a black president for 8 years. Not once has the black president, NAACP, or the cowardice Black Caucus ever said things to our young men like, pull up your pants.
Burgess, a Republican, also a big defender of Matt Gaetz.
Last night, we had the honor of presenting the Most Valuable Patriot Award, MVP, to Enes Kanter Freedom.
This was the most beautiful award that I've ever had. This is my family now.
Yeah.
We are your family.
I appreciate that.
As we have covered previously, he has flocked to the right wing since becoming a citizen for sit-downs with MAGA Senator Marco Rubio, war hawk John Bolton, billionaire trust fund baby, and $2 billion richer from Saudi investment Jared Kushner, the man who lost to progressive Jamal Bowman, that being Elliot Engel, who, like Enes, has pivoted further to the right since the L and poses for photos with pro-apartheid figure Gilad Erdan. He was even scheduled to speak at CPAC along with APAC. Kanter loves Tucker Carlson, who despises Muslims. He continues making appearances to boost Republicans across the country, including Indiana Rep. Jim Banks. So when I see Charles Barkley say this,
say this, I want y'all to drink this beer. I want y'all to drink this beer. I got 3 cases of Bud Light. Hey, and I want to say this, if you're gay, bless you. If you're transgender, bless you. And if you have a problem with that, you.
And then I see Enes tweet stuff like this. I hear what you're saying, Charles, and yes, we shouldn't have any problems with the LGBTQ or trans community. However, the problem starts when they try to come for innocent kids. Stop pushing this agenda on our youth. Leave our kids alone. We do not need to have literature in schools that show boys how to suck blank. First off, that's not happening ever. A book that was protested in Glendale by white supremacists, which you are very comfortable being in circles with, was about explaining in one page how parents might have two moms or two dads. That was it. Secondly, the stupidity of your tweet, Enes, where you say LGBTQ or trans. LGBT. What do you think the T stands for, mother? Seriously. This is what we're going up against? It is pure and utter stupidity. It is interesting seeing this position being altered by Enes Kanter. Once he has received citizenship, how quickly he goes to the right. And this is a strategy and playbook many have signed up for and a blueprint that they have followed, akin to Kirsten Sinema, who claimed that she had progressive values, only to get in office, cozy up to right-wingers, vote against the very things she said she would vote for, and become that much richer. Enes Kanter's NBA time has run out not because he was outspoken, but because his skills were greatly diminished in a league that does not favor a back-to-the-basket NBA player anymore. And now he is chasing his next paycheck. You're seeing it transpire in real time.